Let's go over how you can trade binary options as a complete beginner and basically how you can use the indicators on the platform, how you can place your trades, what OTC charts are and regular charts are. So if you're a complete beginner, this is the perfect video for you. And we are basically going to go A to Z of everything that you need to know to be able to get started tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to throw in a little strategy in here that you can use on OTC charts. And then if you want to know exactly what I use, I will have that linked in the description. And if you're watching this inside of my course, you would know that I would use the Firestorm indicators with pocket option because the signals are just outstanding. So with that being said, I am going to get my face off the screen here so you can see everything I'm talking about, and we're going to dive right into this platform. So one moment. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to move that up into the corner and we're going to dive into this. Now, when trading with pocket option, you want to start out in a demo account. I know a lot of people want to go right to live, but I'm going to tell you at least demo for a couple weeks. And the reason why I say that is it's going to teach you so much on how to get used to a platform, how to get used to how the market moves. You need to hold yourself accountable. So know that when you learn something like this, it's honestly not that hard. It's only hard because you are just learning it for the first time. A lot of people come into this and they're like, oh, it's way too difficult. The only reason why you think it's way too difficult is because you just started learning it today or a couple weeks ago or even a month ago. Don't think that I wasn't in the same position as you learning this from scratch. So, with that being said, this is just like riding your bike, getting your driver's license, getting a new job. You are going through training. And know what you need to do? You need to hold yourself accountable because this type of training is the training that can actually catapult you to the sky is the limit. You can do whatever you want to do once you learn skills like this. So, I want to let you know that using this platform is not that difficult. It's actually very simple and very user friendly. So let's get into it. I'm going to clear everything off my charts here. And if you want to choose what a demo or a live, you would just click over here on trading. You can click quick real trading, which would be your live account. We're going to do the demo account today because that's how I'm setting you guys up. You guys have seen my live trades. If you watch my profile, you know I do live trades quite often and post them on YouTube. But if you're in my community, you know I do live trades all the time. But inside my community, I am in there live every single day. And we also have multiple strategies, multiple training videos. Now, with that being said, the chart is now completely cleared. We have a demo account with $200 in it. You can top up your account here and you would just click on this and it would say top up. With that being said, we're going to come over here and we're going to go to currencies. You can do stocks. Stocks work the same exact way as currencies when it comes down to this training, but start with currencies. When you're trading, know that if you're using the Firestorm indicators, you are going to be using these charts. As you know, if you're not a beginner, but if you're a beginner, the markets close every day at 4 p.m. Eastern time and open back up at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And when everything's grayed out like this, it means you cannot trade the live real markets. What are these charts? These are the OTC markets. These are the markets that the platform has running that you can make money with that mimic and act like that currency pair. So instead of trading odd CAD, which is Australian dollar versus Canadian dollar, you will be trading OTC version. So that means it will move similar to it and you will get a 92% payout. So when you get that 92% payout, how do you calculate that? Right here. So we're going to click on this little flag here and put it to a, let's move this over, to a time. And I like to make my time 2 minutes. You can do 1 minute or 2 minutes, up to you. And right here, I change it from percentage and I click it again, and you see the little dollar sign come up. I'm going to click it back. We're not going to do percent. We're going to do a dollar amount. And right here, you can get started with pocket option with as little as, I think it's $10. But if you trade with $1, you're going to get back 92 cents. If you trade with $100, you're going to get back $92. Why does it say $192? It means when you win the trade, you get back your $100 plus $92. And that's your percentage you get paid out. So obviously, the more you risk, which I can't because the demo account is at 200. If I were to risk this entire account balance, I would get back $406.27. So that's how that works. $100. Let's do $50 here. Now, ignore all this stuff on the side. You don't need to worry about any of these things. The only thing you need to worry about is trades. This is going to be your open trades when they're running, and this is going to be your closed trades. And your open trades, this is how you place a signal. If you want to go down, it's going to go down for 2 minutes. As you can see, we are winning the trade so far. $46 in profit so far. If we are above this line, we lose the trade when the timer runs out. If we are below this line, we win the trade when the timer runs out. So make sure when you're in a sell, you're below the line. When you're in a buy, you're above the line. Why did I enter this trade? Well, just for typical market structure purposes, and one of the little things I teach in my course, as you can see right here, we have a little pullback continuation. Will it continue? I'm pretty sure it is, but I don't usually trade at this time, so we're going to see what the market gives us today. This is purely example purposes on this trade because I just entered it to show you buy or sell. Now, we win this trade, we get $46. We lose this trade, we get nothing. So as you see, the timer is going down here, and it will tell you, if you just click on this like little gray space area, it will give you more information of where you are. Now, the market's going up, which means we are not profitable right now. But if the market goes down and goes below this line, that means we're profitable. And this is kind of part of my pullback strategy, but I have more information and more stuff I go by than just the line on the chart. So don't come at me here being like, oh, she lost a trade. This was purely example purposes, guys. It was a 50-50 shot. And that is a cool thing about this, is it is literally 50-50. You're going to win or you're going to lose. What you need to focus on is your mindset and your risk. So don't be risking a crazy amount of money with a small account as a complete beginner. Now, let's say I want to go in for a buy. Let's see what another chart looks like. As you can see here, charts look pretty decent. But these are Hakanashi candles I'm using. Hakanashi candles, the reason why I recommend them for beginners is, for beginners, you will be able to read the trend better. So instead of seeing every other candle go to, which is, if you click here, you'll be able to make them Hakanashi. If you just do regular candles, you see everything is like multiple different colors. And it's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And you're trying to dictate the trend. You're better off just as a complete beginner using Hakanashi candles because it makes it more clear. Now, this chart isn't all that pretty. I usually would not trade on it, but I'm showing you an example of a buy. And as you can see, we are above the line here. If we were below the line, we would lose the trade. If we're above the line, we would win the trade because we are in a buy trade right now. We are in the trade for 1 minute and 12 seconds. And we're just going to let this play out. And this is basically what it's like. It's literally money in minutes. It's absolutely life-changing. And we are winning the trade. So this is just an example, not using any indicators, not using anything. This is what I teach you inside of my course is market structure and how to go with the trend, how to catch those perfect entries, how to know how to trade without the indicators as well. And as you can see, we won that trade. So we lost one trade, we won one trade. And we were in that trade for 2 minutes. Now you can be in a trade for a minute if you want to, 5 seconds if you want to, 15 seconds. You would just change them all here. And if you want to change your time frame that you're on, you would come over here again. You would click on whatever time frame. So this is 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily. You can change your candle colors if you want to. When you come here, an uptrend means the candles are going up, the green ones. If you want to change that to a purple or whatever color you want, you can. If you want to change the red candles to a different color because it's just better on your eyes, you totally can do that. That's where you would customize that. Make sure all of this is turned on if it's not already. When you first get on the charts, you will see that it will look like this. And you will be like, oh my goodness, this is not what I initially saw in the video. So what you will do is just come up here, click on the line chart and change it to either candles or Hakinashi or Haikinashi, however they like to say it. I call them HA candles because I'm tired of getting roasted about it. But on another note, this is how you place your trade. We went over a sell trade, a buy trade. Now, how do we put some indicators on the chart to give us some more information of where is the market going? So let's come over here to these 3 lines here. You're going to want to keep on your chart, which is what I like to do as a beginner, is, where is it? RSI. I usually have these all starred, but I did not star them because I wanted to do this from the beginning with you. And stochastic, it was right under it. And MACD. So these are 3 that are really popular. Now, when you put them all on your chart, you will notice that your chart will get smaller. So pick a couple that you like if you don't like how small it gets. But if you don't mind it being this small, that's totally fine too. I personally would say get rid of the MACD, and as a complete beginner, just start out with the RSI and the stochastic oscillator. Now, come here, leave the period at 14. You can change the color if you want to. So let's say you don't like green, you can do pink, and you can do a little thicker, and there you go. Stochastic oscillator. I like to do 5, 3, and 3 because we are on a smaller time frame. And you can change this as well. So you can make this a little bit thicker if you want to. And then this line, yellow and a little bit thicker if you want to. and leave these numbers right here because these are your overbought and oversold. Now, how do you read these? Now, down here, you could see it says 70, 50, 30. I'm going to move my mouse so you can see it better. 70, 50, 30. And then you see 80 and 20. Now, the 70 line, what is this? Overbought area. It means the market, if this line is up here, it means the market wants to start coming down here soon to get oversold, to come back up for a buy. If we're right in the middle, it's a 50-50 shot. So we could be 50-50 going down, 50-50 going up. Let's say we're overbought just a little bit. Let's go down for 2 minutes. As time goes on, you will see the indicators start to point further and further down, further and further down. How you know it's a good indication is right here. Is when the indicators look like over the line for the overbought and over the line for the overbought and the stochastics crossing. When these two align, usually the market will come back down here. As you can see, we are consolidating, and I don't ever recommend trading during this time, by the way, because this time is always a wonky time because everybody wants to trade this because the markets are closed. I like trading OTC charts when no one else wants to be trading them because they're more lucrative, in my opinion. So, with that being said, right now, everybody's on the charts. It's kind of just like consolidating, and it goes all wild. So I say trade late at night or early in the morning. Those are my go-tos. Late at night or early in the morning. You can trade midday if you want to. The 1 to 2 o'clock session is awesome. The 11 to 2 o'clock session is awesome. And I'm talking from Eastern Standard Time. As you can see right here, remember that trade we lost earlier? We would have won it if I stayed on the chart. But I didn't catch it. And it broke out and fell. And right here was a good indication because we had our, let's see if I can, we had our high here, actually over here. And then down here, let's delete this because I thought it was an arrow and it wasn't helpful. We were down here and we crossed at the overbought, showing that we were going down. It was below the 50, but you could see that it was already starting to point back down here, the RSI. So we took a sell. And I love markets that look like this. I highly recommend only trading markets that look like this. If you find a market and it looks like, hold on, I'm just going to pull up something random to see what it does. And it looks like this. Do not trade if the market looks like that or like that. That's ugly. That is ugly. You want straight solid candles going down, giving you a perfect confirmation. Now, another example is, oh, I almost clicked that sell button earlier. Here is another example. This is not too bad of a market. I don't like this. I don't like that. There's too many wicks on each side. So what is a wick? A wick is these little lines right here on each side of the candle. Those are wicks. I like when the candles look like this, where it's flat bottoms for Heikin-Ashi. That's when I start knowing the market's looking good. Now, this could be a breakout and continuation up. Could be. We're going to see what the market gives us. But as you can see, we crossed here. The better entry would have been here. We might have gotten in too late. But as you can see, we crossed down here. We were in the oversold, which means it's sold. We started getting this little doji candle. So a candle that looks like this usually means a trend change. Doji candle. Focus on just these things starting out. If you need more help and you want some more examples and you want to hear it from me within my community, you can join the Firestorm Indicators. You can join our community chat and you can upload your trades in there and be like, hey, did I make the right trade here? Or can you clarify this? Or can you show me some more examples? And I can send you screenshots. I can put them inside of the course so you basically can get more clarification. But as you can see right here, we had a breakout pattern occurring. Now, what's a breakout? It's when we had our little move up, pull back, breakout. Move up, pull back, breakout. Move up, right here, pull back, breakout. Move back, breakout. That is what I'm talking about with breakouts. We have 4 seconds left on this candle. 3 seconds, 1 second. We won. We recovered. Not completely yet, but we recovered. We got $46 back on that trade. That was a beautiful continuation. You could do 2 minutes. You could do 1 minute. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Test out what you personally like. I like 2 minutes. I meant to have it on this 2 minute thing. Not that. I want it on the 2 minute. Now this is a beautiful chart as an example. We have the continuation, pullback, continuation, pullback, continuation. Look, pullback, continuation. That would have been a win. Pull back. Just draw a line. Continuation. How did I draw a line? I just came up here to a little paintbrush and I clicked on trend line and I just moved these little circles around. Draw a line. Go up. Breakout. And that is some beautiful examples of a pullback and breakout. I teach them in depth inside of my course. I teach them how you can use them with the Firestorm indicators so you can get beautiful signals. I even have the Firestorm indicators working on OTC charts as well, which is really, really fun. So the OTC charts you'll be able to use the Firestorm indicators with, and that will allow you to be able to run these charts right here and be able to take the signals. Now, should you have a split screen computer or any of that stuff, you can if you want to. It is very helpful to have a split screen computer, but you do not need it. As a beginner, I strongly recommend practicing like this, learning my OTC strategies, being a part of our community, and basically putting this all to the test, because this is life-changing stuff. This can teach you so much in a very short period of time. Now, as you can see, there's the doji candle forming if you wanted to take a sell because the market's continuing back down. What I'm seeing here is we got like a little breakout. I see the RSI bent down pretty far. And I see the stochastic crossed over to go down. This was my indication that we get in on a sell. This is basically a little strategy for you that you can apply. This is what I do. This isn't my typical time I usually trade, but this looks like a clear winner to me. And as a beginner, I'm a mom of 5 kids. I know what busy looks like. You are not too busy to put an hour a day into this. You can drop your Netflix, drop your show, drop whatever you like to do. Have your glass of wine at night and learn how to trade. Learn how to do something that gives you the ability to do whatever you want to do with life. Sitting on the sofa doing nothing is not going to help you get to the next level. Waiting for something to come to you, this video came to you for a reason. And I'm just giving you some motivation here because I know what it's like being a complete beginner from this and unsure of how to do things and unsure of, oh my goodness, well, what if I fail? What if I'm not good at it? It doesn't matter. You want to live with the regret of I didn't try it, Or do you want to live with the fact that you tried it, you put your heart and soul into it for a period of time, and if it didn't work out, then maybe it's not for you. But I can tell you, I haven't met somebody yet to say that, because once they put their heart and soul into it, and they listen to my motivational videos, and they listen to my training, and they listen to my strategy, they were like, holy shit, I just turned $50 into $700. And I know I just cursed, and I'm so sorry to be cursing on YouTube, but I'm giving like examples here of, this is absolutely game-changing stuff. This gives you the ability to do what you want when you learn this skill. I've been doing it for 8 years. I'm a mom of 5 kids, and I literally trade 15 to 30 minutes a day, max 60 minutes a day. That's what I do. I do it early in the morning before they wake up, or late at night when they go to sleep. And in the mornings, I have a routine with my family where I can actually trade, and they can be having their breakfast, because I simplified it for myself, because I took the time to learn to where it became second nature for me. It was complicated as heck when I first got started. Don't think that I wasn't confused. I was confused, but I allowed myself to let go of that negative energy and say, I'm going to learn this, and I'm going to be successful at it, because I have zero choice. I will give myself zero options to say no. I am making it happen because I have zero excuses. Now let's go to the next one. This is cryptocurrency. This is commodities. This is stocks. Do you need to worry about all this? No, you do not. Currencies. Now let's say there's a few pairs that you really love to trade, that you've gotten used to trading, which I strongly recommend doing. Learning a couple OTC pairs, or even regular pairs. Let's do this and Euro JPY. Why did I start them? Because now they just sit at the top. I don't have to keep hitting the drop down bar. I could just flip around and go to whichever one looks great. And basically, as you can see here, I'm probably getting in late, but this candle right here would have been your entry. You were oversold. We are going up for a buy. That was a clear indication that we were going up for a buy. If you got in right here, where you would have seen the deep overselling and that doji candle appear, you would have entered, and you would have gotten in, and you would have won. I obviously saw this chart late, so we're going to see where it takes us. It should take us higher, though, because we're pretty oversold. If you want a higher win right here, I always recommend trading with the trend. This is trading against the trend. This is actually a perfect example trade. Trading against the trend will make it so you have a higher risk of losing the trade. If you're trading with the trend, you can have a higher risk of winning the trade. Now, I know some people are like, well, if you're losing, just put a sell. Put a sell, and then you'll win some way or another. You know why I don't like doing that? Because I'm the type of person that gets caught up in, I just sit in the center and do absolutely nothing, and then I get agitated with myself. Or my original idea works out, and I just wasted a trade. So the reason why I did this was just for those people that want to say, well, just put a trade on both sides. That's not how you need to trade. You need to trade learning a strategy and sticking with the strategy. This is what I mean. Look, it's sitting right in the center. It's like it knows I'm there. It obviously doesn't, but you know what I mean. But trading with the trend is actually more profitable. So that trade I made was against the trend, but it was the correct analysis on the point of the turning point. This would have been much better trade if we got in on it when it was up here and it was turning down. That would have been the perfect time to get into the trade, because we are in a downtrend. What would be an uptrend? Going up this way. What is a downtrend? Going down this way. As you can see, we've been going down for a long time. And if you want to get more information on quick trend lines that will automatically place for you, here's your trend line. Boom, up, boom, up, down. There's your downtrend. Do you really need this? No, but some people really like this indicator. Now, if you wanted to be in trades longer, you totally could do that. You can be in trades for 5 minutes if you want to. Now, with that being said, this is how I like to trade. This is not usually the time that I trade here. And these are the indicators I usually use. If I'm trading OTCs and I'm just doing market analysis, I do breakouts going with the trend, and I go for beautiful trends like I told you here. Beautiful trends, and I stick with the trend. And I just take the reversals as they become overbought and oversold on the stochastic and make sure the RSI is pointing in that direction and is as high up over the 50 as it can be. So the 50 line is right here. This is just things that you should practice as a complete beginner. And I'm so excited to see you on the other side to learn more about pocket option, how you can be able to trade with the Firestorm indicators, how you can use them with the live market. I have live videos on my page on how you can use them with the live market on YouTube as well. But how you get to the live feed for the currencies would be here. You would just scroll all the way to the bottom and you will see the percentages. Make sure the percentages are over 70%. If you see ones that are low percentage like this, do not trade them. They're not worth it. It's not worth it to make 35%. You want to be making over 70, 75% on all of them. So if they don't say that, don't trade it. And it's usually not the best time to trade it anyway. Wait till they start saying over 70 to 92%. And with that being said, this is where you would go and deposit and withdraw your history, your cash back. I have promo codes in my description where they will give you more money on your deposit so you can get a 50% bonus. So if you deposit $100, you will get $100 plus $50. So, okay, so I don't know what just happened, but all of a sudden my video just cut out here. But with that being said, you would come over here, you would click on finance. The deposit, you can only deposit through Bitcoin and USDT. And there's other cryptocurrencies. Inside of my course, I do teach you step by step on how you can deposit. You can also deposit with your debit card or credit card using a couple different apps, which I have linked inside of my course and also on my website, or not my website, oh my goodness, my YouTube channel here. So you can look at those videos. I will link them below as well on how to make a withdrawal, how to make a deposit, and all of those other fun things. This is just as a beginner, how to use Pocket Options platform and why this is such an outstanding skill to learn. And coming from a mom of 5 kids, I'm going to tell you, I run multiple businesses. I'm a day trader. I don't have anybody cooking or cleaning my house for me. I cook and clean my own house. We also travel full time. And I do everything myself. And I can tell you that if I can do it, you could do it too. It's just all with your mindset. So I hope you all have a blessed day. And I'm really excited to see you on the other side. And remember, the Firestorm Indicators promo is ending. I know a lot of people come back to me and they're like, can you lower it? No, it's already discounted right now. And it will not be going back to this price because I add more content into it as time goes on. So you can buy the lifetime or you can buy the subscription. Totally up to you, but I'm excited to see you on the other side, and I am super, super excited to see what you do, and I really hope you post inside of our community so I can see how well you're doing, and I would love to see and talk to you as well. So, talk to you soon.